Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining us. My name is Faraday Hosseinipour. I'm extremely excited to share some information with you that's been life-changing for me, my husband, my teammates over the last 18 months. I just got back in network marketing about 3 years ago, and the first 6 months was stumbling and bumbling and spending more money than I made, struggling, and maybe you've been there, not getting anywhere quick. But what I'm here to tell you is the difference between failure and success is sometimes as easy as getting introduced to the right opportunity. And that's what happened for me. And that's what changed me from what was an MLM strikeout loser to earning income that I never even dreamed was possible, and taking many, many people on my team to incredible income levels, including 6 millionaires in the first year alone. So I hope you pay close attention, because if you've been in this industry, you know that it doesn't happen often, if ever, that kind of income is achieved in the first year. And you have to have something incredibly special and unique. And that's what we've got. I think what we have is so incredibly superior to anything else out there, because we're in front of major trends that have never been done in network marketing history. You've got no competition. We've actually got 6 incredible products in the area of global entertainment. And now, the one that we want to talk to you about tonight is our newest product. And I am so excited because, you know, we've got all of our other products are like multiple billion, 50, 150, up to $300 billion industries. So they're great, huge, growing markets that you want to be in front of. But the travel industry, which we're going to talk to you about tonight, is $8 to $10 trillion industry. Everybody loves to travel. Everybody travels at wants to travel at the very best prices. Now, you might be saying, well, what's so unique about travel? There are other companies that have done travel. There are many companies, many discount travel sites out there making a business out of travel. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a $10 trillion industry. But what we're going to share with you today is different. It is far different than anything else that's being offered. Nobody can touch what we've got. And you know what? The only thing people care about, other than traveling at the best locations, is traveling at the best prices. And that is what we offer and what you can offer to your customers. And why wouldn't they want to save 20 to 40% off the very best prices that they could find on all of the discount sites like Trivago, like Expedia, like Priceline? So without further ado, we're going to go into a little screen share to give you a little visual of why we're so excited. Now, G1e Escapes is your ultimate travel and home business solution. We've got some incredible advantages. We've got, first of all-inclusive dream travel packages at the best prices. We've got deeply discounted hotel rates accessible online, and that's what I'm talking about, the lowest prices out there. We're going to get into that a little bit further in one moment. And we've got a personalized concierge travel service at your disposal. You just call an 800 number and they will take the very best care of you. Now, let's start with all-inclusive getaways. All-inclusive, if you've never been on an all-inclusive getaway, that means everything is included. That means grab your suitcase and off you go. Your meals are included, your snacks are included, your drinks and beverages are included. Oh my goodness, and who doesn't love to eat out on vacation? This is in addition to 5-star accommodations, and we offer the very best prices. Now, for example, let's talk about one of our offers right now, which is to Cancun, Mexico. Now, the Cancun, Mexico is one of the most popular destinations in the world. Well, we've got the best prices. We've got an all-inclusive getaway for $9.99 for 2 people at a 5-star Oasis resort. And not only that, but imagine 2 people eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day for a week, and $9.99. That includes everything. That is an incredible deal. Go out to the Oasis Resort website and you will see that they don't offer the prices at that price. So this is incredible. On top of it, we pay you commissions, and generous commissions, when you offer these packages to your customers. There are many other advantages with all-inclusive. Sometimes it's going to include live music and shows, fitness and sauna, entertainment, massages. So all-inclusive is really a luxury experience. Now, what I love the best is being able to beat any price out there. Now, this is crazy, and I was skeptical until I actually experienced it. I went to G1e hotelandresort.com, and I started looking at the prices and comparing it to the most popular, lowest discounted travel sites out there, like Orbitz and Expedia and Trivago. And you know what I found? I found savings, sometimes $50 to $60 per night at major hotel chains like Hyatt and Hylton around the world. I mean, this site will give you 20 to 40% off the best prices that you will find on Trivago. And if for any reason somebody's running some amazing special and you find a price out there that beats what is listed on our search engine, and all you have to do is call our concierge and we will beat it every single time. We're 100% guaranteeing that we will beat any price. There is no competition. You have something you can offer that nobody else has. Oops. So these are just some of the savings. You can see this is a page from our site. This is comparing Rovia with the Hylton LAX, $125 a night. Trivago had the best price listed with Expedia at $119, and on the same day, our hotel and resort savings gave you a price of $95 a night. So that's a savings of $25 a night. Unbelievable. We've got the capability to display our rates in over 100 local currencies. These are not just in the U.S. We can offer these kinds of savings all over the world. So Atlanta, LA, you can see just for one, a popular Grand Hyatt in Atlanta, Trivago had $165 to $199 a night. G1e Escapes showed $132 a night. So that is a $33 to $67 savings. You're going to find these kinds of savings on every single search you do. Even I thought this was pretty unbelievable, even on the discount hotels like Motel 6 and Super 8. So that is incredible. Seoul, Korea, Sydney, Australia. You can see here is the Park Hyatt in Seoul, and it is listed at $311 to $381 a night. G1e Escapes offers it at $294. So you're talking about $17 to $87 a night. Do you know how much savings that adds up to? Imagine a 10-day trip. That might be $870 savings. And Mexico, we've got dream trips all around the world, as a matter of fact. Let us see. Some of our dream trips right now. Well, first of all, let me go to how we compare with the other travel MLMs out there. There's a few companies that have been around for a very long time. Paycation is one of them. Well, how do we compare? Well, first of all, if you're looking at Paycation, they have to take an exam. It is $149 to become a certified travel consultant. So there's time and effort required, and then you've got to pay a monthly fee of $59.95. Well, with G1e, you actually can get access to prices that are way better than Paycation, for only $25 a month. And you also get access to get commissions on 5 other incredible products that we're not talking about tonight that are growing at exponential pace. So you can travel anytime, any place, anywhere. And we've got a lot coming on our website. Last minute travel deals, cruises, group travel. We can offer whatever your heart's desire. We've got a travel supplier that's been in this industry for 17 years. Very, very reputable. And they like to associate themselves as being the Costco of travel. Yes, we offer travel to you at cost. So, you know, there's nothing that you have to do. It's so convenient. You can actually relax and let our concierge do all the work, book all the trips for you. Now, let's talk about some of our dream trips. We've got right now 5 different dream escapes that you can choose from. All of them offer a $100 fast start commission, and on top of that, 500 BV. So not only are they the best prices on all-inclusive and 5-star resorts, but it is the best payout, the best commissions on top of it. So if somebody offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, just say yes and learn how to do it later, because this is a once-in-a-life opportunity. And you've got it right in front of you now. And I'd like to go to some people that are living it and experiencing it. I'd like to first go to a little small island in Greece. And this young lady, I like to call her Mandy the Machine, because from a small island, she brought in 150 people on her team in her very first month. And this was long before we ever had the travel. It just happens to be that Mandy has traveled the globe, and this is her passion. And Mandy, thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you very much, Faraday. Yes, as you say, I live on a small Greek island, although I'm originally from the UK, and my passion is travel. So when our travel era was announced last August, September time, well, I mean, that was just so amazing. It's nearly a year since I joined this business, so to me, that's absolutely incredible. I've done a lot of travel. A lot of it's been all-inclusive, and I've recently gone through our travel search engine, doing some price comparisons myself, and I am absolutely stoked. It's amazing what can be saved. I've recently stayed in London at an airport hotel where I saved over $60 a night, and one of our special deals in London, I mean, that's near saving $100+ a night. and I'm going to be doing that around about end of April time. So it's what I love about this is that it is so straightforward. We're not sat here as like home travel agents. We use a concierge service. We've got our search engine, and it makes it absolutely great. We can show people what we've got, and they can save a fortune. I mean, for me, it's the ideal business. I mean, it was before the travel, and now, I mean, I've just got a new passport in, and I'm going to fill it up. I've also bought new luggage. I want to see my luggage battered to pieces, my passport filled in record time, and I'm out there to have some fun while sharing this business with others, creating myself a lovely income, and more importantly, the more success I can create in others, I mean, success breeds success. So back to you, Faraday, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Mandy, and I'm looking forward to coming to see you in Greece one day soon. And the next person I'd like to go to is our resident rocket scientist. Yes, he's a bona fide rocket scientist. He does major defense projects, top secret. He knows everything engineering, and he astounds me because he is also doing incredibly well in the business. He is actually a legend with one of our products. We're not going to talk about that one tonight, but it involves fantasy sports. But he's got some exciting travel stories already also. Thank you for joining us, Glenn Logan.
Well, thank you for having me on the call today, Faraday, and for that introduction. I am known as the rocket scientist. I'm actually an electrical and computer engineer working as a system engineer. And my early Air Force career was involved in space launch vehicle avionics, launching satellites such as the Global Positioning System, which you've probably all heard about. Anyway, what's exciting today is the new travel program that we have, where you can save your friends money. You can make money by having them book through our own platform and through our service. They're going to travel doing what they do, living their life as they go along, and why not book through us? I've been booking online travel since about 1992 through one of the original internet service providers, at least to find schedules where I was doing official government travel, and then also, you know, my personal travel I would book through this early booking engine. Of course, that's nothing to compare to what we have today. One of our associates here in Northern Virginia was able to get a fare quote round trip from Washington Dulles Airport to Manila for $947. That's a $53 savings over, actually $253 savings over the next best quoted airfare. So that's very exciting for us. We have a lot of Filipino Americans here that travel back to their country of origin, and I think this is going to explode our business. We're also working some group travel packages. We're very excited about the Honolulu all-inclusive. We have a number of people that will be going there. And we have some veterans who get their medical services through the VA Medical Center here. There's an annual Golden Age Games of veterans that will be held in Omaha, Nebraska, I believe in August. So we're going to work a group travel package for them, try and save the VA and the individual veterans, since they have to underwrite part of their trip. So the travel savings are real. In other work I do, I have been involved in developing conference packages for aerospace engineers. An upcoming conference in Prague, Czech Republic, we can get a quote of $30 less per night than what the conference rate for the hotel is. These conference rates are pretty tough to beat, but our service can beat it. The proof is in the pudding there. Like I say, the savings are real. Back to you, Faraday.
Thank you, Glenn. And then finally, I want you guys to pay close attention, because the gentleman I'd like to speak next is somewhat of a travel expert. Now, he was actually the VP of, I believe, sales and marketing for 6 years with a competitive travel company that is now very well known. So he knows everything about all of the companies out there and how we compare. And he says our travel is absolutely the best, far superior to anything he's seen out there, both on a corporate level or distributor. Isn't that right, Rick Thompson? And thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure, Faraday, and you are 100% correct. We do have the best product on the planet, and I don't know if you guys can see over my shoulder over here, but that's a photograph of the Neuschwanstein Castle that King Ludwig built in Bavaria a few hundred years ago, and that's one of my favorite destinations. I know that's where many of you are going to wind up. You're going to see places, do things you've never done before. And guys, I'm going to tell you what, it's incredible. I'll tell you how incredible it is. I got a call last night, and it was funny because I looked at my caller ID and it said unavailable. And I don't normally answer those calls, but I just had a funny feeling that I probably should. And lo and behold, it was Rick Mikey, who's our CEO and founder, and he was in Hong Kong along with Richard Anzalone. And the reason for his call was a request that he personally made to have me get with our group and start to develop our dream escapes, our G1e great escapes for the different locations around the world, because we already have them here for North America, between Hawaii and Orlando, and of course we've got the trip over there in the UK. I know Mandy the Machine is looking at tying that into one of her wedding party groups, and of course we've got Dubai, and there's going to be another probably 10 or 15 destination points just like that, Farah. And you're right. The thing that Rick wanted to do was ensure that we actually had the price points put together so that these trips would be commissionable. They'll have bonus volume, and guys, I want to tell you, you're on track here with something that's incredible. Let me give you a little story about Rick and Richard. They were going to stay at the Intercontinental Hotel in Seoul, Korea, which is a fabulous hotel. But Rick called in and touched bases with the concierge prior to his departure. I think he left, Kentucky a couple of days ago, because he called me today. He called me Tuesday. He was actually here in Dallas. He flew in here and then took a nonstop Dallas to Hong Kong. And he called me and he said, "You can't believe what happened." And I said, "What do you mean?" And I'm expecting a problem. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what went wrong? Well, he actually called the concierge himself and wound up getting a rate at the Ritz-Carlton in Seoul, Korea, for less money than the Intercontinental. The Intercontinental is a great property, but the Ritz-Carlton is the Ritz-Carlton. And the bottom line was he saved about $100 below what he was going to pay for the Intercontinental for a better upgraded hotel. And not only that, but our concierge got him on the plaza level, that they call it. And if you're on that particular that floor in the hotel, you get complimentary breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they provide meeting space for you at no charge. So Mikey calls me and he says, "You can't believe this. Here's where we're going to be, and here's what happened." And I said, a testimonial from you on the next President's Update call, will absolutely set the company on its ear, because that's what's happening. And our population internationally, guys, is yours for the taking. And believe it or not, if you have international contacts, now's the time to reach out to these folks, because you're going to find, and I've had a lot of conversations with Mandy and several other of our members around the world, and they're saying what we're saying here. And you know what? There's a lot less competition. And the people in the international theater have a tendency to treat their direct sales business more as a business than a hobby. And they work real hard at it all day, every day. And what's happening is everybody's seeing these values that you're mentioning. And you got to remember, guys, with travel, and as you mentioned earlier in the call, Faraday, it's an $8 trillion business. And we're not offending people by talking to them about saving money on what they're going to do anyway. Glenn's a perfect example. Here's a man that's traveled the world. He knows what's going on. He knows how to book. He knows where to book, and all the advantages that you can gain. And if you can impress Glenn, and you can impress Mandy, and you can impress Patricia and other members who I've seen on the panel, talk to them, it's just an incredible fun thing to do. and then you get paid, you know, at the same time. So you can't beat it. We're in the process right now. In fact, Susan Anzalone, I believe, is coming in here in the next day or two. We're going to put together, you know, a couple of little brief presentations that we'll have available on the website. The new website, by the way, is up and available. It's got some great pictures on there of these dream, I don't want to say dream trips, because that's what our competition uses, but on our great escapes, if you will. And what Rick charged me with last night, it was so funny because, you know, when you go overseas, and of course, you know, he's 14 hours ahead of me, or 13 hours, you know, so, you know, 9 o'clock my time is you know, 7 o'clock in the morning in Hong Kong, and they were just in Hong Kong for a night before they took off for Seoul, so I'm sure they're in Seoul, Korea, you know, now, and he said that the you know, the fire is burning, you know, extremely hot everywhere we go, and guys, don't be afraid. That concierge office is your secret weapon. If you have any problem at all and you want something specially handled, you've got 45 operators that are trained killers. You know, they're sitting there, and they've got 16 years in this business. I think the junior person that's assigned to the Global One project has 12 years of tenure with our provider. So you're not going to surprise them. If there's something you want, something you need, you call them. If you have any questions, you know, get a hold of your upline, your leadership. You know, it'll get to me ultimately. And when it gets to me, you know, if you haven't solved it by that point in time, I'll solve it for you. It's that simple, you know. And we're here to make certain that everything you have on your websites, you know, is the best in the business. We want to make it simple and easy. We are getting ready to add a tremendous amount of what we would term last-minute getaway properties, and those are properties that you have to book within 60 days. But some of the properties you'll be able to actually get into, and they're all weekly deals. So everything you see will be a 7-day deal. You have to check in either Saturday, Sunday, or Monday based on the property. And the rate that you will see is for a full 7-day stay at that location. And it's not limited to anything other than the size of the unit to the number of people that you have on your trip. So let's say that you decide to look at last-minute getaways. There may be a studio, or you can go to a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom. And in many cases, it's the exact same price. You just pick the unit that you want. You know, one of my friends is in Hawaii right now. She called in and said, you know, I'm in California. I'm going on to Hawaii, and I know this is last minute, but can you help me? So I got a hold again of the concierge desk and said, what do we have available in Oahu? She is right now staying at a 2-bedroom condominium in Oahu. She's paying $319 for 7 nights, and she's a block off of Waikiki Beach. You know, so that type of stuff, guys, is what's available to us. But the beautiful part of it is, Farah, that there's no bait and switch with this provider. If it's on the website and you see it, it's available. So it's not going to be a case where there's only 2 rooms left. You know, it posted at 11 o'clock on Thursday morning, and I'm sorry, at 1 o'clock all the trips are gone. You know, there's several companies out there that do that, and they charge, in some cases, $500, $1,000, $5,000 to be a member of the club. You and Dave know the travel business extremely well from your experience, you know, with timeshare companies, and you know what they do, you know, to get you there. You know, they want to get you there so they can get you, you know, get their sales guy in front of you, you know, and yeah, they'll give you a great deal, but they harass you and they put you through what I call a, you know, almost like a boiler room, you know, trying to get you to spend 15, 20 grand before you start this quote-unquote great vacation. None of that. You know, you're going to go to those same locations, but you're going to go trouble-free. You're going to enjoy yourself. You have any issues, any problems, you want to extend. That's the other catch where a lot of companies will use a gotcha. You might want to stay an extra couple of nights. You know, if you're going to go to Cancun, you say, well, you know, 6 days and 5 nights. We want to stay for 7 nights. Again, what do? You call the concierge. You say, hey, we want to book the trip, you know, from here, this date to that date, you know, and we want to add 2 nights. And you can basically take your average cost per night on that trip, you know, which is $1,000, you know, for the 5 nights, so that's about $200, and that's an all-inclusive rate. And for another $400, you're going to stay an extra 2 nights. You know, so that's the way it works. This company is designed to make you happy. You will never have a problem that can't be solved. And that is the owner's attitude. Doesn't make any difference. He had one situation, and I'll take another short story, where, and by the way, guys, there's never any doubt when your customers call the concierge, it's an authorized call center, and it's compliant with all call center procedures, and every recording is taped. So if you call in, or somebody says, well, we called in and we got mistreated, we'll send you a copy of the call. They will provide that information. And they had a situation with they got a complaint in from the Attorney General in the state of Minnesota that I was aware of about 3 years ago. It was a customer that I actually had brought to this particular group. And the customer sent a letter to the AG and said, oh, they treated me bad, they took my money, they didn't do anything they said they do. So, the policy is if there's anybody that's unhappy and it's a legitimate complaint, it's simply ask them for a release and give them back their money. Okay, and say, I'm sorry it didn't work out for you, have a nice life. So the letter was written back to the Attorney General's office along with sending them a copy of the tape and said, look, here's the actual conversation with your citizen who complained, and we did everything by the book, 100%. You can listen to it for yourself, but we still, in the spirit of good business relationships, would like for you to act as liaison and refund your citizen their money. So the AG's office looked at it, listened to the tape, called back, said, hey, you're not out, you don't know these people anything. They were rude. They were just downright idiots on the phone, and we're going to write back to them and tell them you weren't. And the owner of the company said, you know what? Doesn't matter. If they're unhappy, we want them to be happy. Give them back their money. So, long story short, they got the money, they got the release, and the actual Attorney General from the state of Minnesota wrote a letter saying, if you have any problems ever in the state of Minnesota, write me, because I know how you guys do your business, and I'm one of your biggest supporters. So that's the kind of attitude. That's just a little aside to let you know, what's going to happen, with this company. Don't ever have any doubt about having the best price, the best program, the best product, because you've got it. Back to you, Faraday. Thanks for having me on the panel there.
Thank you. And I hope everybody got some good nuggets out of that, because coming from Rick, that means a lot. And Dave, you've got an incredible story just today that really demonstrates how fabulous and what an incredible value our product is. Mr. Dave Manning, also 7-figure earner with our company, by the way. Thank you, Dave.
Hey, thanks so much, Faraday. Yeah, it was absolutely incredible this morning. Well, actually, it started last night. I had a guy hunt me out, obviously because we're getting aggressive with our travel, as we do with all of our products. That's how Farah and I market. We're really aggressive. And I had him coming out at me, and he writes me this message last night, and he states, that I legged them to all these other sites, but I didn't bring them to the travel. And I said, it's because we don't show it. He gave me his bookings, and I went and I matched all of his bookings. And lo and behold, all of his bookings, well, I don't know if they all beat us, but one of them in particular was in New York, New York. He beat us by $21. And what happened was I called the concierge desk, and I used to talk to them, and the lady says to me, well, we'll beat that price. That's not a problem. But there's something going on. I said, yeah. I said, don't worry about it. They already assured me they could take care of it. But it was only $20 anyway. And what happened was, as I found out, as this guy keeps trying to sell me a package, that package he sells is $2,100 for me to get the package so I can save $20. And then I got to pay $189 a month. I said, dude, how do you think that beats us when you can get started with us for $125 and you've got the package whenever you want it at $25 a month? How does that compare? Obviously, I sent him with his tail between his legs. To me, I'm a high school dropout. Maybe you can figure out how he said he beat us. I don't know how, but in my theory was it was about $1,200 too much, and but to save $20 just wasn't feasible. And by the way, I didn't know it, but I looked up Bora Bora, which is on my bucket list and Ferry's bucket list. And when I found out how cheap we could get it, we are definitely headed to Bora Bora. But guys, year and a half's gone by. All of our products, all of them, are all in conjunctive now, where they all work with global entertainment. We are the kings of global entertainment. Remember that. We are the kings of global entertainment. Whatever it is that's hot right now, we've got part of all of it. Every one of our products are red hot. You know, you heard Farrah mention one, the fantasy sports. Glenn and her herself took out probably some people's year's salaries in just that alone, okay? Unbelievable when you think of some of the other products we have with our Touch program. All of our other products, so whoever got you here, pay close attention. Hit that link down below. Get yourself positioned, because regardless, don't you want to save some money? Don't you want to save? I know you're going to travel. You know, I mean, we even save on people on a Motel 6. So, I mean, come on. But take a good look at what we got cooking here, because it's big, it's great, we're having a ball, and just couldn't be more happy than we are. We look forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world. Back to you, Faraday.
Yeah, thank you, Dave. Yeah, and I saw that trip to Bora Bora, actually one of these gorgeous little huts that's like right on the water, and didn't think we could afford it, but oh my goodness, we definitely can. Bora Bora, here we come. So if you love to travel, you love fun, you love entertainment, and you love money, then what we've got is perfectly suited to you. I hope you heard carefully the story Dave shared, because I talked to another big travel club where you got to spend like $5,000 to be a member of this club to get these really, really great deals. Well, folks, you know, jump on board here, because this is crazy. For $100 and $25 a month, you can have access to a service that can save you hundreds of dollars with just using it one time. So regardless if you want to do the business, you need to right now jump in and sign up for our travel service. Now, if you want to do the business, now you're going to want to come in as a VIP. Now, we've presented you with a lot of great information. It's up to you what you do with it. But don't sit back and do nothing, because you know what? In 6 months, you're going to have nothing. I've sat back, I've let opportunity pass me by in the past, and then 6 months later, I want to cry in my coffee because I see what I've missed. So you've got a great opportunity, perfectly poised in front of huge, growing, astronomical growth industries. Everything that you need to be successful is here. And we will help you, we will teach you, we will train you everything you need to know. But how much do you need to know to save people money on what they're already doing? So go ahead, get back to the person that sent you to this video. Click on that Get Started button below. Get yourself signed up for our travel savings ASAP, and then lock on board so we can help and teach and train you and help you make a whole lot of money this year, 2015. All right, thank you very much, and we hope to see you with us on the very next Hangout. Good night, everybody.